Live from the Raw Live production studio, it's True NFL with Frankie J and T.O. And here's your host, Frankie J.
I am Frankie J, and this is three-time Hall of Shamer T.O. to my right. We want to thank everybody for being here. This is True NFL. What a weird week last week of football. Ups, downs, all arounds, firings, sidestepping, all kinds of stuff. But T.O., what's going on? How we feeling?
Back to the turtleneck hoodie weather here.
Me too. I got one underneath, and I got a hoodie to go up top. It's like you don't know if you're hot or cold or hot or sick or not.
Yeah, sometimes you need the double neck layer.
The double neck layer, especially 716 and the 518. But you said you had some fun stuff to start the show off with today, so why don't you go ahead and do so?
I got a little on this day.
On this day?
Yeah, 1920, a long time ago. Judge Kennesaw Mountain Landis. Weren't names so much simpler back then?
Yeah.
He was elected the first commissioner of baseball.
Really?
1920, yeah. Shout out to how we lost the commissioner this week of the NFL. Condolences.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Sweet. 1931, Maple Leaf Gardens opens up in Toronto.
Really?
The Leafs lost 2-1 in that game against Chicago.
Is that when they had fencing instead of glass?
Yeah, possibly actually.
Nothing at all?
No, definitely not. 1933, first NFL game was played on a Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Prior, it was illegal to play sporting events on Sunday.
Why? Because of church?
Yeah, the Lord's Day. Times have changed. 2019, I got a good one. This one. Former Houston Astros pitcher Mike Fears reveals team secretly stole signs via camera from a visiting team in 2015 through 2017.
Conspiracy?
There it is.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's all my on this day. Thank you.
Awesome, man. I love that. Gotta have something fun to start off with. But to those of you, wherever you're watching or listening, feel free to drop a comment on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. We're happy you're here with us. So, yeah, Tio, lots of things happened. First and foremost, we mourned the death of a current NFL player and a past NFL, well, we can say it, legend. The guy was an absolute legend.
Yes.
Paul Tagliabue was the commissioner of football from, 89 to 2008 or something like that, perhaps?
I remember him.
89 to 06.
All throughout the 90s being talked about.
Let me say something. He was the guy who planted the seed to what we're seeing today as a league. He planted the seed of what this league has become. And during the late 80s and early 90s, that's when football was awesome. Totally different game. We grew up with a game where you could hit people. There was no such thing as roughing the passer unless it was like Boley roughing, something stupid. It was a totally different game, and he set the platform and did so much for the game. And it's like, it's no wonder he's Hall of Fame. And yeah, he died at 84 years old, so he did a lot for the league. Condolences to whoever is connected with him. And then the young man, 24-year-old Marshawn Nealand, Dallas Cowboy, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Had a
sad
ending there where he was being pulled over, from what I understand, and took off, got away. They lost track of him, but then found him later on down the road in a porta potty where he took his own life. The only thing they're speculating, from what I've heard, don't quote me, I don't really have a valid source in front of me, but something about a family member, somebody close to him dying a week previous or a couple weeks previous to that happening, and him scoring his first touchdown or something or other. Something came up with that in particular.
He had just scored his first touchdown too that week.
Well, that's just it, and that's why how much pressure was on that kid. So, anyways, rest in peace, Paul Tagliabue and Marshawn. But moving on.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just trying to fix my Facebook there. It wouldn't go live, but apologize.
Did you get it to go live?
No, I'll figure it out after.
It just won't go live. You're trying to set it up as an event separately or something?
Who knows?
Hmm.
I'm not very technologically advanced. I'm surprised I could even spit that out.
We've known.
You know?
So, well, it can be shared to your Facebook. It's not a big deal. But Antonio Brown, that's your boy. I'm going to let you talk a little bit about him. You've been chasing him around for years. You love him.
Yeah, we've been looking for him for months.
Yeah.
Finally found him. We wanted to raw live him. You know? Get a piece of him. He's been running. Apparently he shot into a crowd in May. Attempted murder charges, and he fled to I don't know if he fled, but they hadn't found him. They found him in Dubai, and they sent him back. He just pled not guilty. We'll see what happens. Allegedly, he shot into a crowd. We'll see. What a winner.
Yeah, well, too bad because when he played football, he was damn good.
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't he one that kung fu jump kicked the guy onto the ground?
Yeah.
When he had caught the ball and was running, and some guy came to tackle him, and he did like a jump thunder kick on him.
Yeah, he's never been the same since that perfect hit in that Cincinnati game
where he got hit.
Yeah, he got.
See, I don't remember that.
Shaken like a
leaf on a tree.
There you go. Yeah, poor guy. I don't know, not poor guy, because he's clearly he's mentally ill. I don't even want to talk about him anymore.
Yeah.
Better things to talk about.
Yeah, well, you put it on the notes. So, and then Philly cornerback. Zaire, you know what I want to talk about, actually, is this whole Buffalo Bills thing and Brian Daboll. And the reason I bring it up and just so out of script is because it's been eating at me. The second Brian Daboll was fired from the Giants, as soon as he was let go, my brain instantaneously, without hesitation, not even think twice about it, bring him back to Buffalo, fire Joe Brady. I think he jumps in the seat, and him and Josh win us a Super Bowl. And I think McDermott's got to eat up some pride. Something happened along the way there where he might, I don't know, wasn't the greatest of breakups, but they aren't complete enemies. Win a Super Bowl. I wanted to say that because Joe Brady's not getting it done. Ken Dorsey couldn't get it done. And we had our most success, except for getting over the hump there with Kansas City, when we had Brian Daboll running that offense. There was higher scoring games, better overall play out of Josh especially.
No, I don't want him.
Okay, why? Why not?
Why?
I mean, I don't understand why not.
I'd rather have that Dolphins dude.
Mike McDaniel.
Yeah. You know what I loved?
Oh, my God.
How he freaking harassed all the Bills fans after they won. It was phenomenal. I love that. The team sucks so bad all year long, and you beat a team that's supposed to dominate you, and you drive by the bars and hackle the Bills fans? Come on, that's great. I don't care who you are. That's good stuff. Put him on my team.
He did do that, right? He went out and drove around and heckled the fans.
That's hilarious.
In his Caprice.
Good
for him.
Yeah. I take him. I don't want any part of Dayball, man.
All right. So
we played that game. Josh made him look good, I feel.
Okay. Well, that's why I bring it up, because you disagree that when Dayball was running the offense that we were explosive and we had those games where we were putting up 40 burgers and making everybody look amazing on the depth chart, almost like a plug and play? Don't you remember when it was like that?
Yeah, we had a guy named Stephon Diggs, a number one wide receiver, and ever since then, everybody eats, but nobody eats.
Well, there's definitely some food that's packed up in the food bank that's got to be distributed. And it's got to flip around, because I picked the Bills to go 13-4, so they got one more loss, and then I'm out of my predictions. So if they lose any more,
they're hurting.
Yeah, I mean, anybody out there disagree? Or I got the Bills losing one more game. I can't remember which one it was.
At least.
I can't. It was a home. Might have been a home game. I can't remember which one it was. It was near the end of the year. I don't have my paperwork.
They play
in front of
Philly.
me.
What if they lose this week?
That's the one I picked. What happens now?
What if we lose this week?
What about it?
Then what are you saying? If we lose this one?
If we lose this week, and you got the Patriots.
Patriots should win. They play the Jets, yeah.
We're not out of it, but
I know.
not. But we're definitely not going to play home games in the playoffs.
You on the fire the coach bandwagon?
I'm on the fire Joe Brady assistant or offensive coordinator. He's got to go. I didn't like him from the start. He doesn't know how to use Josh Allen. He's not using that offense. Listen, number one receiver, number two receiver, you as an offensive coordinator in the NFL, you need to find a way to make your offense tick. He's got James Cook, who gets 200 yards rushing in a freaking game, is explosive on receiving and running, and get on that train. Use what works. Don't rely on a Kincaid. Don't rely on a Keon Coleman. How dare you? Don't do that. And don't lay the whole game on Shakir. You got to know how to space it out and do different formations and screens and play action when you can do it. He runs stupid plays. 3rd and 1, let's throw the ball. When you got James Cook, who could get you 4 yards. I don't agree with the play calling. I haven't since day one. He's got to go. Bring in Dayball. Get rid of that clown. I know you don't like Dayball, but I do.
The play calling is rough to watch, but our struggles are mainly on defense. We got 8 starters that are out. We're, like I said on the other show, 1 player away from you suiting up, basically. It's going to be a rough road for the Bills. Josh Allen is going to have to do Josh Allen things, and when you ask him to do too much, we know what happens. Turnovers. We'll see. Well, I hope we can get back to the run game in enough of these games to I don't know, to make it worthwhile. We're so hurt on defense, man.
Our defense, and one of our viewers, John Haberman, I don't know if you want me to mention his name, but he said that defense isn't playing. No, they're not. The defense sucks big gonads, and it's exhausting watching because we bring these guys in. Now, that Michael Hoyt injury was huge. Losing Michael Hoyt, a guy was a beast. We lost him. If we didn't lose him, I think this Dolphins game goes differently because they would have been forced to playing a different style game, not running for sure. But that's a big loss. And then, yeah, we were just run all over. The whole offense, everything was off cylinder, and defense was definitely not there. So
no, I picked them. I'm not that surprised. Being a divisional game, anything can happen.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins showed up.
They showed up. They made us look bad.
Well, when you're a good team, people are gunning for you, and they're going to play their best against you, even when they're struggling. And you got to be ready.
Well, yeah, you definitely got to be ready. Every week, you got to be ready. You have to be ready as if it's the best team in the league that you're playing. And a lot of these rumors that you're playing down or you're playing up or whatever, I think we might have, as a Bills team, played down a little bit. Although we're not going to let the Heat beat us, and we just stick to our game plan and, go in and play fundamental football, complementary football, that we come out of here ahead of the freaking game. And it didn't go that way this time. It was just they had full control of that game. I don't care about the Heat. The Heat had nothing to do with it. We'll see moving forward.
We have no receiver.
That's not our only problem.
It's a big problem.
It's a big problem, but it's not our only problem, Todd.
No, it isn't. I know our defense is bad. But I like to focus on offense because this is an offensive league at the end of the day. And McDermott, I feel, is a strong enough coach to get us through a little bit of these games, with his schemes alone. When it gets to tougher teams, that's going to be harder to do when you lack the actual skill. So, I don't know. Keon Coleman sucks. Let's just be real. We don't have one. And the farthest we ever went was when we had Diggs. He wasn't the problem. We need a number one. And our GM does great on every other thing because you can say, hey, look, he'll argue and say, I built a good team around Allen. He has a great line. He has a great running back. The only thing he's ever missed on is wide receivers.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even draft him. I'd try to just get one. Trade your damn picks. Time's running out. Get yourself a true number one in here sooner than later, please. Yeah,
but the problem there, everyone was so high on Coleman. If you recall, we had these arguments. Everyone was so hyped on him, and he's first pick in the second round. Well, yeah, 32 teams past you, buddy.
They have to be. They have to be. It's called marketing.
Right. They marketed the hell out of him, and now he sucks. I think they need to ditch. They didn't lose. They won't lose much by ditching him, but they didn't gain anything either.
If there's one thing you can sell the Buffalo Bills fans, it's hope. We sit here as fans of any sports team of Buffalo, and we hope. So, every year they're going to market Keon Coleman as the best thing in the world. Now you're seeing he's not. I mean, he can't even get open, man. They should put him in the middle of the field where he can dominate with his body size. Don't keep throwing him lob balls where you think he's good, but he's actually not even that good. I don't know.
What confuses me the most about Keon Coleman is he's a big, tough, strong, tall guy. I mean, you would think you could throw the ball anywhere in his vicinity and he'd be able to make that catch and protect the ball to the ground, even if he's not going to be a big run after catch guy. He's not even showing that. He's showing like he's never caught a football before. It's almost like times where you see it, like, did they just grab this guy from a park where he was playing football, like another Invincible movie where they had tryouts and he was just good and all of a sudden he's not?
Listen, we grew up in a time where we got to watch the greatest receiver and the greatest blocking receiver in the same thing in Heinz Ward. Heinz Ward. Yeah. And that guy caught 90, 100 passes a year, 80 easy. This guy, he's going to catch, 50 balls this year? And he's great on an offense that scores supposed to be one of the highest powered offenses?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he's good against shitty, weaker teams. But when you put him up against teams that are for real, they're shutting him down. They don't even have to double him.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 spies now on Allen trying to win the game. And you wonder why he fumbles.
Well, he should, he doesn't make those mistakes normally, and that's why he's under scrutiny. He never makes those mistakes, and he did. He's been making them the last couple games, few weeks. So we have to think about moving forward to that. Buccaneers coming to town. I don't know exactly what the temperature is going to be. I'm not there. I'm obviously...
It's going to be raining here. It's here.
Northeast from you. It'll be snowing where I'm at, most likely. So it'll be uncomfortable playing conditions. But you got a Baker Mayfield who's pissed. He's depleted on all aspects of players when it comes to, offense is concerned. What does it come down to here? I mean, is this a Josh Allen get right game where he's in front of his home fans, he's let us down on the road in Miami, he drags back a little smear of the Florida State and Tampa Bay and beats them and gets right? Do you think that's what this might be?
I think this is just going to hopefully be just like the Chiefs game, where we have long possessions, we shorten the field, and we score points. That's the only way I see it. It's going to be 40 and raining, so that you would think that the passing game isn't going to be great. I would like to see him dominate the line and get out of there with a W, just like New England did.
We gotta definitely dominate the line, and we also gotta have a better play, a game plan in place offensively for sure, with the guys we know will make the plays. If you got to bring Gabe Davis up from practice and put him on the active roster, do it. The guy, he had success here, despite his exit. He had success here. Just he was part of the teams that couldn't get over the hump, and he dropped balls when it was a big-time play. Everyone's done that. So did Stephon Diggs. He could have won us that game in Kansas City when he dropped the easiest pass in the game, I think. So we want to go back and forth. We can, but you got him. We're going to have to try everything. We signed some other cheese receiver from, I don't know.
Yeah, Mecole Hardman.
Yeah.
From
so
KC.
Maybe we're in hard times. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe we bring him in and he comes out and is a flash from the past. You never know.
He was never anything. Can he play defense?
Maybe. He can play. Maybe.
Yeah.
We did get a couple of people in on defense, didn't we? Sign a couple guys.
I hope so.
I think they did. I didn't dig too deep into it because the trade deadline was over. I lost interest fully.
They're fill-ins.
Fill-ins? What? What do you mean fill-ins? Like in case?
I mean because we had to sign somebody because we're hurting so bad. Just like Atlanta. Their defense is struggling too. A lot of injuries. So, yeah, fill-ins. We're just getting people off the couch at this point.
Why not?
And it's terrible.
This
always happens. This always happens.
It's amazing.
It happened in that we were strong, and then we played KC. We have to start that guy who came off the couch, and they tore him up.
Yep.
So there it is.
Yep. No, you're not wrong.
I wouldn't ever say I was.
I'll give you the solo screen for that. That was pretty good.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's a big one. It's a big one because Tampa's good.
Tampa has been good all year based on great comebacks by what some feel is MVP quality play out of Baker Mayfield. Not sure if he's in the discussion still after this past game. Could be, couldn't be. I don't know. I'm not really following the whole MVP race, to be truthful. It's we're halfway through the season. I'd rather know if the Bills are making the playoffs. I don't really give a crap about MVP at this point. I want to win the Super Bowl. I think I'm over who's going to be the MVP. I want to win the Super Bowl. I think becoming the MVP is a jinx. By the way, Sabres are playing decent, so I'm wearing a Sabres hat today.
There you go.
Yeah,
You
represent.
got hope. There's that hope I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got something going on.
They're playing good, and they're 3 games under 500. What's this guy talking about? Does anyone explain what good is so we can know what good actually is here in Buffalo, New York?
Yeah, what's good?
Tell me. What's good? I'll tell you what's good.
What's good?
What's good is what here's something that's good that happened in Buffalo, New York.
What?
Alexander Mogilny finally nominated into the
Yeah.
NHL Hall of Fame.
Yes.
After all these years.
Yeah. What took so long, you think?
De facto to back to Russia, and he shunned the league there, and he was out for a minute. That's what I think, and then years later he came back. But let's not indulge ourselves too deep into the NHL here where we know nothing.
Yeah, we really don't. We don't know anything.
So, yeah. But that was a cool thing to happen. Yeah.
Congratulations to Alexander Mogilny to get into the HOF there.
Well overdue. The guy had like 80-some freaking goals that one year.
HOF, he was definitely a unique player. I do remember when I was a young kid watching him in the old auditorium before they built what we know now as like the KeyBank Center. But he was definitely a good player. He was fun to watch. He made those amazing goals on a rink that was actually smaller than that of the rest of the league. You remember they had that small rink, them in Boston. So we had a real, and it was hard. It was a harder game in Buffalo for sure. But he made it look easy. That was what he did, and Rick Jeanneret loved every second of it.
Yeah, he did.
Plenty more coming up in a minute.
Jeanneret, what a hero.
You do the commercial the
Plenty
best.
more coming up. Not the Sabres Hockey Network.
He was definitely unique, man. He was definitely unique. He was the best. I wish we could have won at least, maybe even a tie for a Stanley Cup, if they would allow a tie for the Stanley Cup. Give them something.
No goal.
Gosh, man, that no goal.
Yeah, hope.
So,
Brings it all back to the hope here in Buffalo.
True NFL, true NHL. Sometimes.
I hope they would have called that goaltender interference.
Yeah, it would have been nice. Maybe next year we'll do that.
I hope the game ended 14 seconds earlier.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hope. I hope tickets are cheap next year, but they won't be.
No. I'll hold back and not say what I want to say. Be buy one, get one free. Yeah, right. Buy one for $2,000, you get the other one free.
Can you believe like the Seattle hockey team where you get get free tickets with a pizza?
You get a free pizza.
Why don't we do that here, Buffalo?
Wait, talk about that. What do you mean?
You order a large pizza and you get some tickets. I think it was in Arizona. No one goes to those games. I don't even know how they have ice. Sucking 103 degrees. You're telling me every state football stadium can't have real grass? We got ice in Arizona.
Giving free pizza. You buy a pizza, you get free tickets.
Put freaking grass in every stadium, please, and get rid of Death Life Stadium. I'm sick of all these.
Yeah, but it's not always the grass.
Oh, Lord, geez.
Why do you?
Because if we can minimize just one.
Okay,
See, you're
fine.
big on this. If you can minimize just one. By putting all grass in, why wouldn't you?
I'm not against it, but I don't think it's the sole cause of all these injuries.
It's the sole cause of the ones that hurt.
Look at Green Bay's field. It's garbage. It got like 2-inch divots in it.
It's still better.
I'm not I like grass better.
Yeah.
I do.
I miss
I really do.
I miss the old half baseball diamonds where they used to kind of slip on the 50-yard line there, or the 35, wherever the heck it was.
The old baseball diamonds. What are you talking about?
Well, like the Dolphins or San Fran used to play on the ball diamond.
Oh, where it was
Candlestick. Yeah.
It was half dirt, half grass. It was like you were getting tackled in the infield. Whew.
That's sweet. Wouldn't want quarterback slipping on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they should bring that back.
I don't know. It's probably going on injuries.
Like a vintage game where they actually have like a really nice infield.
Why are there so many injuries this year in football, or is it just magnified because fantasy?
I think it's magnified because it's not the game it used to be. I think technology got in the way, T.O. And what I mean by that is technology got in the way of these MRIs, these scans, these the abilities given to these doctors to make these judgment calls on site, saying, back in the 70s, 60s, 70s, even 80s, they had doctors on the sidelines that knew how to do a few things. Give the needle in halftime, tape it up really good on the bench, or take them back and tape it up and give them a Vicodin or IV or whatever. They just played to win. They didn't have this technology to say, oh, it's a torn ACL. You knew he was done for the year before the game was even over. Back then, it was like you had to wait a day or two because there was no social media, no internet. I don't know. I think the injuries did happen, but just not like they are now. I think the technology caught up. The technology caught up.
Their players are weaker, but yet
they're
stronger.
Softer. They're not
Softer,
practicing
there you
like
go.
they used to. They're
There
not
it is.
practicing like they used to. They used to, like 2-a-days and put the pads on. Out there tackling, practicing real football. Now they're wearing these big Guardian caps and they're not even really hitting each other on top of it. It's like, well, if you're going to just do walkthroughs, take the helmets off. Do a good velocity, good high speed walkthrough without laying each other out, knowing that you made that tackle or that play and practice. But
So many fake tackles these days.
there's a lot of fake injuries too,
A lot
though.
of swiping at his feet. Who tackles that way? You
Swipe.
see the diving at the feet where
The
he's
feet swipe?
swiping. It's terrible.
Show that. I'll give you the whole screen. Do the breakdown.
They dive at his feet and they swipe at it like he's going to hit it. It happens every game. Poor tackling. I don't understand. I don't know.
Well,
The game has changed. Remember when you could go to sleep because your team was up like 14 points?
yeah,
Now fourth quarter, they could score
Yep.
35 points in 3 minutes.
that's true. You know what else? I've been looking into is this whole magnet thing you got going on.
Oh, yeah. We hit another doinker.
There was a doinker, and they did talk about the doinkers, but not one talk about it being a magnet. And I debunked this. I debunked this. Anybody out there listening has it. In order for there to be a magnet in play, those are really big steel posts. You would need an industrial-sized magnet, 5 pounds, if not heavier, in the ball to then maybe have a shot at getting close enough with it being kicked, because an average kick is 65 miles an hour. But if you have a 5-pound magnet in there, you're not getting that sucker off the ground. There's no way. There's no magnets. It can't happen. I don't know. Physics, buddy.
It's
Physics.
coincidence that that's the 16th ding this year. I know it's 1% of the kicks, but it seems to be 100% of the big kicks in the game. The one
Yeah.
kicks that matter fall off the pipe.
You love that noise. Do it
I
again.
do, because it's so loud. They've just enhanced that so much. It's kind of fun. You almost hope for a double doink every time.
Double doink.
But that doesn't happen as much either since they changed the balls.
That has happened.
It has. I love it.
There's been double doinks where it's gone ding ding.
That's pretty sweet.
But they have the camera on the field goal post now, which has a microphone built in.
Imagine if it went back 4 times.
What do you mean?
Da-dung, 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 da-dung. And then that'd be sweet. Then would you think they got 10-pound magnets in there?
We got
The ball
David.
just sticks to the pole.
Yeah, it's just now. If it's stuck to the pole, I would bow to you on the magnet
Oh, okay.
theory. Okay, but
Yeah. If they
I
shoot
just wanna-
Bigfoot, I'll believe. There it is.
Well, I live in Bigfoot country. Okay, where they have clubs of people that hunt Bigfoot. So if you ever want to come out here,
So you know then.
well, I don't
Magnets
believe
are
in
a
Bigfoot.
possibility.
No. Hey, come on, man.
One day.
Oh, yes, we are talking magnets again. It's Dames over on Facebook listening. Thanks for your support.
James, you
man.
got a nice speaker system at your house. You were probably watching the game and heard the dung. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm sure you, as like many others, now when they hear that name, they see this face. Da-dung.
Da-dung.
And, so keep listening for it because it's going to happen in big games. Big games.
I think you just like the noise.
Oh no, I like what the NFL likes. I like the drama. I like the big kick drama. I like the big kick going off the dun. I love it.
Yeah.
What's better?
So every time that they line up for a big kick, no matter what team, what game, who's playing, what time,
I'd
if
expect
it's a
a doink.
big kick, you expect a doink.
I'd expect to do it.
So you're a doinker expector.
Yeah.
You're the doink. You're
Yep.
the doink king.
Yep. I think so.
You think the Super Bowl comes down to a doink?
I don't know. Depends who's playing. Who do you think? What's your pick right now? If you had to pick right now,
If I had to pick right now
that's what I asked.
for a Super Bowl, that's a really I don't like that question.
All right, good.
I don't like that question right now. It's not a fair one because it's
Not fair.
right this minute. I would have to say if AFC, I would take New England, probably, and
Okay,
if it was the
no.
NFC, I would take the Seahawks.
All right, you got there. See, it is fair. Tell our
It's-
viewers
it's
life's
just-
not fair.
It's
Here's
just a
what I'm
bad
gonna tell
question
you.
because in 5 weeks these teams could have both be gone.
KC Chiefs
Okay.
versus. I hate to say the Eagles again, but it seems like they've been getting all the negative publicity, and it only goes up from here. So give me that team, even though I've been picking the Rams.
I don't think it's negative.
It's well
not-
warranted because they have a great roster and they never put up points. Antonio Brown looks like grandpa out there.
It's not that. It's just I think there's something missing on that offense. It's like a sense of urgency. Is it Jalen Hurts? Is it him? Because to me, being calm is one thing. All right, you want someone that's calm, cool, collective. A Joe Montana who can come into the huddle and say, "Hey guys, did you see that guy up in the stands? That's John Candy." You know, somebody that comes in that's relaxed. But you don't want someone that's so relaxed that they're like in meditation, Tai Chi, relaxed. Like he just looks too cool sometimes, like where he thinks everything's just good. And when he has to make a play, it looks like it's in slow motion. Is that me or am I seeing something different here? I see the guy moving in slow motion.
Well, the problem is you watch a lot of Patrick Mahomes, so you see great quarterbacking, and then you look at this guy, and it just doesn't add up. Doesn't add up. There's only so many good quarterbacks in this league, and I don't put him. I don't find him as one of the greatest quarterbacks. I know sometimes
Jalen Hurts, I don't think he's that. He won a Super Bowl, but I don't think it was all him.
he's good at times. He's definitely the top. Yeah, he's good. He's a good quarterback. Would you rather have Hurts or Lamar?
Hurts or Lamar? Hurts.
Why? Because he doesn't lose big games?
No, because he keeps his shit together at least if things are going bad. Even when things are going bad, he doesn't seem to lose his noodle.
Yeah, I guess. See, and I'd rather have Lamar for pure athletic ability.
Well, okay, fair enough. But there's the positives and negatives to both. Well, Lamar Jackson, you're going to get that physicality, you're going to get that playmaking, but you lose that possible team chemistry, that possible outbreak that he has once in a while, throwing helmets around, or that injury that usually kind of gets to him when he's having a bad game.
Best quarterback in the league? Who do you pick?
Right, you're asking me right now?
Yeah.
Best quarterback in the league right now?
Sure.
See, that's not a fair question either. Good. I mean, if you best quarterback in the league, because I don't have the numbers in front of me, it's not fair for me to even say that. But
I test Patrick Mahomes.
he's up there, but I don't think he's the number one. I think that's a hard one.
He's number one
Really?
to me. I don't know who.
You
no.
just
Stats wise, I'm going to say he is 100% top four
Okay.
because he's had some. Yeah, he's.
I mean, Josh Allen's still up there. He had a lot of yards. He had a good game. They just didn't win.
You think he's the best in the league?
Josh Allen right now,
Best
no.
quarterback in the league?
Right. I think he's the best
Everybody's
quarterback.
record 0-0. You get to pick. I'm Frankie J.
Josh Allen. I take Josh Allen all day.
Okay, I take Mahomes.
Fine.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
How come you didn't take Darnold?
Why? Because I like Josh Allen.
Okay.
Don't try to
I would've
don't
said
try to
you-
do that. Don't do that.
I would have
shit.
said they're not even in the same conversation. That would have been my answer.
You're just trying to stir the pot.
But you're the kind of guy who doesn't even like the Chargers quarterback.
He's
great.
Listen, Justin Herbert. I think he's what? He's a big dude too, isn't he? Like 6'7"
Yeah.
or real good.
6'7".
He's just for me. Hasn't really proven anything yet.
All right.
To me,
Rodgers or Herbert? Rodgers has proven things.
Rodgers or Herbert. What do you mean?
Which one would you take?
Oh, and what? Like Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
or Herbert?
Yeah.
To play one game.
Be on your team.
To be on my team, on my team for like a season, or on my team for Sunday afternoon. Like, I don't understand.
There's 2 quarterbacks left. You have the pick. Which one you picking?
There's only 2 left, and it's Aaron Rodgers and Herbert.
Yes.
Who would I take? Herbert.
Okay. Thank you.
Because he can run. At least a little bit.
All right. Fair enough. Herbert's top 5 for me.
Okay. So I'm not completely off when it comes to your shenanigans.
No, sorry. That was a far way to say Jalen Hurts is not.
We have to add this in because this is what we wanted to be part of the show. James Marv's who we do the show with over at Lock 22 Productions, Lock TV. Matthew Stafford right now, he says, is the.
Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah, why not take that one, right? I can't debate that one either. It's
I
hard
can.
to
I'm
pick.
not taking him over Mahomes.
That's a different bell. That's a beast right there of a question. Mahomes are.
That's a great Super Bowl matchup.
2 different. Yeah, I was gonna say 2 different conferences.
Any doubt that Kansas City's going to the Super Bowl?
I don't think they go to the Super Bowl, no.
Okay, okay.
I'm going to say that very boldly right now that the Kansas City Chiefs do not go to the Super Bowl. And I say that with great confidence. There can be no doink. How many doinks do you predict this week, weirdo?
This week? Is there any big games?
Of course there's some big games. We got a lot of big games this week. Do you want to go through the big games?
I'm not.
Well, I mean, we could take the last few minutes if you want to just kind of guess through like who we think is going to win the next games or the games this week. We could try that for a minute.
Sure, if you're ready
We
to
don't have
do
to do
that.
them all. I mean, because there are some good games coming up. So why don't we do that?
What's your game of the week?
My game of the week, honestly, I would love to say the Bills because I want to see them bounce back and win, but I don't think that would be considered a game of a week. I want to see this one. It's hard for me to look at this whole schedule, but I wouldn't mind seeing the Detroit-Philadelphia game being a really good game. That's, to me, a good game.
My big game that I wish I could see would be the Seattle Seahawks LA Rams game. I'm interested in that game. I'm sad it's at the 4:05 mark. No one's going to get to see it, but we'll see. That game has a lot of implications on what the hell the narrative is going to be next week on which team is better. And it might not even reveal which team is actually really better.
Well, that's just that. That's what I was saying earlier today. Is like last week was the weirdest week because I only got 5 right, and usually I was pretty good at picking. And I'm like, man, like how did they lose? How did they lose? How did they win? It was a lot of those weird games, and this week I'm looking forward to maybe it not being as many weird games. I want one good week of just good football where it's like good 1 or 2 blowouts that maybe weren't expected, some close games that come down to legitimate missed opportunities or turnovers or whatever, special teams. But I have yet to see that. But another game that might be interesting this week because of the firing of Dayball is to see how the Giants react. How do the Giants react with Green Bay coming to town? I mean, that could be a game too. Was Dayball the problem? Do they all rally around whoever's saying their head coach for a minute? So there's a lot of things to look forward to this upcoming week, but I don't think we need to go through and pick everyone we think's going to win. We got the Kansas City game. Kansas City going into Denver. They're coming out of a bye. Denver's been on an 8-game win streak, so that's a divisional game. That could be a really fun game. We both picked Kansas City for that one for obvious reasons. They're going to be coming out of a bye week. 8 in a row for Denver. Short turnover, so it's going to be, I think it's going to be a physical game.
Andy Reid after a bye is almost unbeatable. I forgot what the stats was, 21-4, 23-4 or something. He's pretty damn good coming out of a bye.
But yeah, the Seattle Rams game, like you said earlier, that's going to be a good game because you got the defense playing lights out for Seattle. Darnold seems to be playing mistake-free football every which way you look.
Yeah.
And they're making plays. They're making some noise over there in the NFC. Let's see if they can maintain that. But Jackson Dart's not even playing, so really doesn't even matter. That's just a Jameis Winston try to pad my stats kind of game, see how good he was. Praise Jesus. And Buffalo, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay coming into Buffalo. how do they do in the Bills Mafia? It's going to be cold. It's going to be wet. It's going to be Buffalo. I just think that we focus on winning this game, making right, getting Josh Allen a little confidence back. And I think that would be my guess. Any final thoughts for you, Tio?
No, I think here it is, that great 4-letter Buffalo word again. I hope that we come out of this game with a victory, because I do think we are the better team. I just think we're decimated right now, and it's going to take upbeat Josh and a good run game. You know, he doesn't have to play miracle ball. What he has to do is we just have to control the clock, get first down. So if he needs to run on the 3rd and 2s and pick 4 yards up here and there and get a couple first downs,
thank you.
Keep this game going.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, hopefully we can. I mean, Shakir looks fine to me. He's okay. He's not the problem. It's just we have no one else that can actually step up and play receiver. And I'm sick of hearing all these guys that this guy tells us we have. Palmer, Samuel. Yeah, we have a bunch of people. Those are gadget players that you need to know what the hell to do with them, and we don't.
Well, that's why I've been saying our offensive coordinator doesn't know all the toys he has, and he doesn't know how to play with them all at the same time. If he's smart, he has a package for each one of those guys that he can hit A, B, C, D, E, F, or G and have a different look each time and go out there and just slice and dice his defenses up. But he doesn't do it.
Because nobody's afraid of him. No one's afraid of those guys. They're not afraid of those guys. Who's afraid of Josh Palmer, dude? Even when he was playing at his height of his game, once in a while he'd have a good game. Who's afraid of Samuel? He hasn't had a good game in 4 years. Right. Who's afraid of Isaiah McKenzie? We might as well sign him. Who's afraid of Mecole Hardman? No one. Gabe Davis played one good game in his life. You know, like Big Game Gabe or whatever they used to call him. He played 2 good games. He's a chief killer. You know what's going to be a chief killer is having nobody on defense. That's going to kill us. And we'll be hoping again for next year. Let's hope they trade our picks and get some wide receivers. You know, I can get somebody. Yeah, I don't even know who we can grab, but it needs to be somebody.
We need to do something. I agree. I would start with, let's see how this week plays out. Week 11 coming up here. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see what happens with the play calling. See if Josh Allen has a little bit of a turnaround, picks it up a little bit coming home, getting into his own environment. You know, we'll go from there, and then go into next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll talk about it. Hopefully, we're talking about a win. But I want to take a moment to thank everybody. We're going to be wrapping it up here in a minute. But I want to thank everybody that's been subscribing to our YouTube channel. It's at Raw Live. It's amazing. Everyone's coming in, supporting the Reels, checking out some of our older content. We're going to be transitioning near the end of the season this year into a different show. We'll tell you a little bit about that next week, so make sure to show up. We're not going to tell you too much yet, but TL and I got something in the works so that we're going to be with you 24/7. Well, not 24/7, at least once a week for the whole year for an hour. Yeah. So, anyways, thanks for being here. We'll see you next week. Hope all your teams do good, and most importantly, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Come on, upbeat Josh. Do it first.
Dude, upbeat Josh.
True NFL is brought to you by Raw Live Productions. If you have any questions about the show, you can email us at info@rawlive.com.